What is going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. So firstly, finally we got some Captain America gameplay in the background, and I'd just like to quickly add here that I am having a blast with him. He's easily, in my opinion, one of the best characters in this game, and that's not to sound biased, okay? But in this video we have a ton to talk about regarding Black Panther in the game and essentially Crystal Dynamics' response through, of course, the War Table livestream that happened earlier today. And then we have the release date for Hawkeye being what people are calling confirmed, but not quite. So we got a ton of stuff to cover in the video. As always, go ahead and grab yourself a snack, and if you're new to the channel, welcome. Go ahead and hit that big red subscribe button below and drop a like, because that would just be really appreciated. So starting this off, alright, first and foremost, it is certain that today was meant to be the reveal, definitely, for Black Panther, hence the hype they brought up for this War Table. And also, just to quickly throw in here, if you didn't know, if you don't play Fortnite, or if you do, you probably would have seen it, but since the new update we do also have a Black Panther statue here too. So it really was meant to tie in together with Fortnite and the Avengers game, and then the Black Panther revealed today. But of course, sadly, since Chad's passing, it has been pushed back. Now, firstly, I just want to say that I think this is actually super cool that they did do this, as it was a very wise decision, as of course since Chad's passing, a lot of people were saying that they better add Black Panther into this game, and just how much they really wanted to see him make an appearance. Now, of course, you can see where it would have gone hand in hand in some sort of perspective. I mean, you would have had the people that would have been really excited about the announcement, that would be one hand, but then on the other hand, you'd have the people that would have just been incredibly furious, where of course it'd almost be looking like a game is trying to, you know, make a profit of some kind, if that makes sense. So I do think it is definitely a really good thing that they did do in the live stream, and I think it's just a cool way, the way they honored him as well. I think it's really cool, like hands down. Now, of course, it clearly also stated saying that they did have to change what they had planned. So the good news overall here is that hopefully, well, it's confirmed that he's going to be in the game, and hopefully they are working on one super cool reveal with the full shebang, Wakanda DLC, etc. I think that would be cool. And now to add to this, actually, with the whole Wakanda situation, our good friend Miller, if you don't know Miller, just to quickly give you a brief overview, he's one of those inside people that somehow, and don't ask how, because I have absolutely no idea how they're able to get these things, but they get some really cool information because they dig their way through the game and just find pictures, and it's basically insane. Now, long story short, Miller shortly messaged me on Discord a while back with a picture, well, essentially the section of Wakanda that the upcoming gameplay portions take place in. Now, for legal reasons and our respective team, I can't share that, but it is again just more confirmation that it seems like we'll likely see a pretty good sized add-on on what they do with Black Panther into the game. And I think we're actually going to see something really cool, and again, I think them just holding this back as well allows us to honor him, most importantly, but second of all, they can just implement more appropriate things into the game that again will be quite honorable to Chad, which I think again would just be really cool. And I know I keep saying really cool in this video, but again, I just think it's so good. It really is, the way they honored him. Seriously good stuff on their team. Now, lastly, Hawkeye, when is he coming into the game? So, Paul Tassi, if you're not familiar with him, in a nutshell, he writes about games through Forbes, okay, so pretty big guy. Now, in an article most recently regarding Marvel's Avengers, he's talking about Hawkeye and stating that we'll see a few weeks shortly after launch. Now, since then, typically again, people just grab these words and run with it. Now, essentially it was just a figure of speech, as he's actually referring to November essentially, and on top of that, of course, it was meant to be the unannounced hero launch first, which we now know is Kate Bishop coming in October. So, which of course was also meant to be Black Panther. So now, I mean, it would make sense for them to go Kate Bishop now, then Hawkeye, and then more than likely Black Panther towards the end of the year. I'd imagine that's the order it's going to go in. I couldn't see even working the other way around, where it'd be Kate Bishop and then Black Panther and then Hawkeye. it's definitely going to work the other way around because it just makes more sense. Now, to add to that stuff, and just completely random, but I kind of wanted to throw it in here, I really think that it would be cool, and I've mentioned this in a poll that got a lot of you guys voting, and there was a very small percentage of people that said no, which is crazy, but going on the basis on how big, you know, this game is right now at this current time, and of course collabing with games such as, well, as big as Fortnite, I really think it would be cool if they'd done something more regarding, you know, Wakanda and Black Panther in general, and essentially it could be like an emote or something, right, that we have to pay for, of course, but they can basically raise these insane, what would be classed as donations, and then of course donate it to the appropriate charity. I think that would be really cool. It's something really random, like I said, but I just wanted to throw it in the video because I want to get your guys' thoughts on that. Just again, going on the basis on how the games are in their prime right now, these two specifically, and I think it'd just be really cool to take advantage of that. But again, I don't know if they would. I don't know if, you know, what this, the whole situation behind it would have to be. But again, I just think it could be something small that could be changed, you know, in the gaming industry. I think it'd be super powerful for two very big companies to team up to do quite possibly one of the biggest charities in the gaming scene. As far as I'm aware, I don't know if like another gaming company have done it before, but nonetheless, that's just an opinion. So to sum this video up in a nutshell, what do you guys think about the Black Panther add-on? When do you think it will be? What do you think they are changing in that add-on most importantly? And when do you think we'll be getting Hawkeye? Do you think it's going to be going in the order that I said, or do you think it's going to be another order? Now, lastly, just a quick one, you could probably see it on screen right now, but I uploaded a video earlier today where we were talking about more cool things regarding, of course, Kate Bishop and so forth, but most importantly in that video, it did state something that I mean, you guys know I've been sort of backing all the way, I guess you could say, right? And it's the microtransactions in the game, but most importantly, you have to check that video out to basically understand what I'm talking about. But in a nutshell, it's prices that were revealed in the marketplace, which I can't get access to at this moment in time because their servers still state that they're down. But it was basically showing prices for legendary suits, emotes and so forth. Just check that video out because I think it's super important to get community feedback again, especially in a time like this. But anyway, that's gonna wrap up this video here. As always guys, thank you so much for your support. As always, it really does mean a lot. We got a ton of content coming your way, from showing the best gears in the system. I don't know why it's in the system. I'm talking about gears that you guys have created. In the video earlier, I asked you guys if you could send me over your builds currently with your best characters, and so far we've got a lot of them that are just incredible considering, again, it's been 24 hours since this game has been live. So we got all of that stuff coming up. We're going to be doing the tips and tricks, but most importantly, I'm trying personally just not to give any spoilers regarding the game until launch day, just because it just makes sense, of course. So moving forward, any videos between now and the launch day, you won't see any, you know, footage that is literally in the story. It's either going to be trailers or again just me messing about in, of course, the harm rooms. But guys, I'll see you in the next one. Till then, have yourselves a ridiculously amazing day, and adios amigos.